Today on Tim's Garage, we're checking on a roller. Roller? Anyway, let's find out. Today we're going to unbox this thing and have a look and see exactly what's in this cover. This is exactly where Geordie put it when it got delivered, which is great. I was out of town and there it is. So it sits where it sits. So let's have a quick look and see what's in the box. So first we've got this little box, right? Now I do believe that this is a, I reckon this is the brackets that make the stock bracket fit on. Yep, that's what that is. Cool. That is thick steel. That's really quality. Please be just one piece. Yep, that's one. That's really nice. It's got foam on one side, so it won't scratch. Steel on the other. That's that's good gear. That is a solid piece of equipment and heavy. This was pretty quick shipping too. I ordered it Sunday and Monday, and it arrived the Thursday, so that's pretty good. Yep, and there she is. And comes with instructions, which is pretty awesome, right? I'm just sort of eyeballing stuff to get familiar with it. Bracketry. Comes with your tools, right? Loctite on the nuts. That is very, very good. So this is OCam 4x4. Wow, that's good gear, right? This must be sides, I'd say, by the feel and looks of them. You know, rubber and stuff for where it sits on. Yeah, it's got all these washers and waterproofing. So it's sort of got everything's got soft foam or rubber for waterproofing, or so that it can handle some vibration and it won't scratch. Brackets, more brackets, which is handy. More foam. It's good. I'll stop saying it's good, but what I will say is, yeah, this is just, yeah, it's a quality kit, right? And really, for a start, we're just gonna start pulling off the original hardware. So it appears that this little knob piece there, this little bit sticking up, fits in this gap, but we've got to get this in the channel so that it seats all the way in. So this has got to come across further. Then that should line up with some bolt holes. The instructions were correct, so wasn't their fault, it was just my interpretation of it. Right, all good.
As long as you can see that I'm around.
Yep. How you doing? You good?
Yep.
Get it in. Just slowly pop it down there and lower it down, and then we'll... It's all right. That'll do. Done. That's it. I'll do the rest. Thank you. Cool. Just lining it up. There's a little bit of polish where the bull bar, the old tracks were for the what am I looking for? The tracks for the, hey, there we go. The tracks for the marks for the bull bar, the sports bar. There's some marks there for it, but that's all right. Looking good. It's worth having a bit of a look now, just to see how much space you lose. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like, it sits above the wheel anyway. You can fit stuff in there, I reckon, easily enough. The drainage is the bit that I hadn't thought of with this whole thing, but that's all right, we'll work with it. But at the moment I'm just putting in tie down points again, putting them back in, and yeah, we'll keep going with that. No, it's got to come off. That's all right. I thought that might have been the case, so we'll... There she goes. So I'm just unloading a bit of wood onto a bonfire, and then I'm going to do a tip run and then a steel run and a few different things. But don't look at my tie down system too closely, other than it ain't going nowhere. But like, you can still see how it's a mess, but it actually works. You still can chuck stuff in it. This is the bit that I sort of struggle with. I didn't want to put too much stuff on the on here. To load that. I could have put something on there, I guess. You know, put a bit of cardboard there and then loaded this with some weight, like it's plenty strong enough. But I didn't want to put too much force this way or that way on it. But hey, look, it works. So once again, just wanting to show how versatile this thing is. So look, the roller cover is great. I'm a big fan of it. It's everything that I've wanted it to be. The only drawback that I hadn't thought of at the time was to do with the space that you lose with it when you have it sort of, the roller has to retract into a space. That's interesting. Like, anybody I would have asked would have told me that, but I just hadn't thought of that at the time. The thing's totally waterproof. It works great in that sense. It's super functional. What I do love about it, over say like a tarp, which is, you know, the reason for doing that is the lockability and the extra level of safety. So for example, this week I did a day trip. I had a fridge, battery, had tables, chairs, some tools, had some cooking gear, food, and all of that just sat in the tub. And then when I came back into town, I immediately had to go into other things. It was a busy day the following day, and it's actually 2 days later now, and it was just this morning that I unlocked everything. The fridge is on the battery, so it was still chugging away, it's all good. But so the whole thing had just been locked up for a few days. So that's the beauty of it's safe. I can function and drive the ute around with that stuff in the back, and it's all safe. Compared to say a tonneau cover, where you can just peel it back at any time. So that I like that. You do lose a little bit of space, functionality at the sides and the depth. For example, when I put a bike in now, with a tailgate cover, the bike has to sit on an angle. Not the end of the world, still works, that's all right. The other one is that, yeah, you just lose that little bit of space at the back. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Tim's Garage.